he wanted to share his story, so he wrote a book. And you know what? I'm not even going to... It's called Faces of War. It's about his experience, and I'm going to just hand the mic over to him and let him share a little bit about not only his book and what it means to him, but what it means to be an American.
Hello, everyone can hear me?
Oh yeah.
All right. Faces of War means to me that, people that died out in Iraq and everything like that, I got to serve them back home. I got to serve everything that they had with them. I got to do everything, like wire incisions to give them back to their families. I even did a protocol where I took them back home and got to see the family themselves and read the last orders to them. I had a lot of injuries out there. I never went back home. I didn't know what was going on because I had a stroke, a traumatic brain injury. I had a lot of different stuff happen to me. And one of the biggest things that happened to me was when I was in a Black Hawk and everyone was facing towards the front. And there was 2 bodies that we recovered, and we just got back into the helicopter, and the helicopter started taking off, and we didn't know to shut the door. We thought the gunners would get out and shut the door. Well, they didn't. And the helicopter was taking off erratically, and litter stands are metal, and you got the hard surface on the Black Hawk, so the body started sliding out, and I made the judgment call to stand up and unclick my belt, and I hit my helmet really hard, and that was when my traumatic brain injury happened. I fell on top of the bodies, and it was just, everything started happening for me. I wasn't Superman anymore. It was just, all about me and my daughter, people around me that, care for me, and, I was thinking about that at the time. So, there's a lot of different stories out there, and this is what I'll talk about in my book. And I wish I can remember a lot more, but there's a lot in that story. And, I think that it's really written well. It's a lot of political stuff, like the Benghazi thing. Well, there's the same thing that happened to us. We didn't have any ammunition. So I got the ammunition off of the fallen soldiers and loaded it into our weapons and made sure that we were making it back home safe. So, with that, I just think that the Geneva Convention could, come up with better plans, morals, and rights to us. And, I think that a lot of stuff with the, the VA can be a little bit better. And, I just really think that we should deserve a lot more self-gratitude and honor for ourselves through everyone else. I mean, 1% of our nation goes out there and sacrifices themselves to go out there and help our country. You don't get better than that. I want more for our country, and we don't get it. So, hopefully this turnaround we'll probably get it. Not too sure, but
where can people get your book?
My book is going to be edited right now. We're probably going through like a quarter of it, and we're going to go out and look for a publisher. Yeah, and that's really hard for me to find a publisher right now. I'm sure everyone else is having a hard time finding them. But, if I can get any help from anyone, that would be really, really helpful. And it's called Faces of War. You can look it up online. It's IraqFacesOfWar.com. I really would like you guys to read it. It explains a lot of what happened in Iraq. So, that's it.
Thank you so much for your service and for putting it in print and making it happen. What's the website again?
It's IraqFacesOfWar.com.